spicy reefers. And
Nah, you're done.
microwave. You know, like spice. That's aquarium water.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, that was fun. I think I may officially have too many projects going on at once because I'm kind of flabbergasted as to what comes next. But check this out. I finally decided to open my wallet up just a little bit more because as y'all know, no, maybe you don't know. Some of you might know.
So here's my my mag float. This one is like Velcro on one side. You know, where it has the little loops, the little plastic wiry looking loops. And this side is just smooth, and this rubs on the outside of the tank. So there's that. That's the one I have been using.
As many of you might know already, I've been using this little cheapo scraper to scrape the inside of my tank, which means I have to stick my arm all the way up to my armpits practically to get that in there. What's nice about this is when you are scraping by hand, you have full control of the angle, of the pressure, all that stuff. I do have to take this blade out every single time and rinse it and wash it out. Kind of a hassle, right? So I dished out the big bucks. I took Reef Dork's advice, got the Tunze. So let's check it out. Big instruction, a lot of instructions for something that should be rather simple. That must mean it's probably not that simple. It's supposed to come with one blade. Is that the blade? I bet that's the blade there. But it's sure not as big. The blade, if that's the blade, does not look very big. This thing looks really complex. That's just plastic. I think these are just extra, right? It looks very similar. Okay, I need the instructions. You'd think it'd be simple, but on second thought, perhaps not. So now these look like they're extra little bumpers. Yeah, if you don't like blue, you could use green or white or black. Funny. Feels pretty strong. So this comes out just like that. This looks like an extra one. Yeah, it's exactly this. Must not come with a metal blade. Let's find out what this is. This looks like a metal blade, but no, it's metal, all right. If you just squeeze these together, you look there, you can see how on each side there's a little catchment. So if you squeeze them together, you can shove it on through. Now, is this blade double-sided? Looks double-sided. And it looks to be beveled on both sides, so it's not going to matter which way I put it in. So one blade can be used twice because you can flip it around. Doesn't feel very sharp. This is sharp, let me tell you. I've actually sharpened it with a sharpening stone a couple of times because the reason I've done that, on the edge here you can see where it's kind of rusted. If it rusts up on the edge here, it's not supposed to rust because it's stainless steel, but if it rusts and you run it on your glass, you're going to scratch it. So anytime you see rust on there, just put it, either toss it out and put a new one, or just get a sharpening stone and sand it off.
Alright, let's see if we can get this back on without cutting ourselves.
Squeeze in. Ah, there we go. I don't know how I'm going to get that back out of there. Well, it did pop in pretty easily. You can see there. The next thing to do is just plop it in the tank. Ah. Well, those pop off pretty easy. It seems like these little wrappy strappy things could possibly, well, they're plastic. I just don't like them. You have this nice smooth felt, but then you have this little plastic thing. Care booster. It does show them separate in the picture. This is one of those scenes where you see 2 hours later, or 2 days later.
So I'm just going to take this guy, put it in the tank, put it up against the glass. Hey, get out of there. Too darn curious. Alright, that was easy enough. I already cleaned the glass by hand, but there's an area right down here that I can't get to. And that's showing up right there where my goby, my engineer goby is. Oh, look at that. That's kind of nice. That's not bad at all. I'll buy that for $1. Get to test it out on some coralline algae that I have growing on the glass. Hey, it took care of that without much problem. This glass is a 1/2 inch. Oh. Can't make sharp turns. Well, even though it's kind of jagged, it's definitely a lot easier to use than sticking my hand in the tank every single time. I'm not so sure why people don't like sticking their hands in the tank. A little bit of contamination of the water. Everything's so sensitive in the reef. Is that what's going on? Oh, look at that. I have some more coralline algae there. I am able to just drop right down into that sand. That's pretty cool. I was even afraid to do that with the hand scraper because I couldn't see. I can't see out here when I'm up on top reaching down inside to clean the glass. So I can't see whether or not my scraper is carrying sand, but now I can see right in there. And I can see when I go down, there's no sand getting in there. That's nice. I like it. All right, I'll buy it for $2. $2 sold to the man in the white hat. One more thing I am curious about, and I'll be watching this over the next, I don't know, 30 minutes to a couple of hours to see if that's going to rust or not, to see if that is a true stainless steel blade. I imagine it is. I imagine that's going to stay clean. I'm going to see if it rusts or not. And if it does not rust, I will not be filming again. All right. Thanks for watching that. Spicy Reef here, signing off.
Now what are you doing?
I think I got it.
How do you know if it's up or down?
I was wondering why that ball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me. That was awesome.